Standing by for the call are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, we're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Here now the starters defensively for the Vikings. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. And he connects with Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. Here's Coleman on the draw. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on 1 run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Throw left side complete. It's Peters. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. A look now at the defensive starters for Philadelphia. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line, absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Fielded at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
They run again on first down. Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Second and 11. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
A 50-yard attempt.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
A 50-yard attempt.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready? Hey, check 24. Check 24. Go!
Allen off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon on to it. The former Notre Dame man able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
On the set. 53 at the line. Better bring it. You better bring it. Let me know.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The 40, 30, 20. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Daniil Hunter in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From midfield, here's Allen. On the crossing route, complete. That's Peters. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Allen's throw is complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Coleman. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it.
Now the ball comes loose. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back now comes the offense. Madden spotlight time as we shine it on Josh Allen. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the move. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Eagles have recovered. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Allen now going to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now, pretty remarkable, 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here. And Sanders has got it complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Cards need a win to keep themselves afloat as they finish 3-5 in that first half of the year. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Christian McCaffrey has a touchdown there. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Gardner Minshew, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff Spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters...
Hey, round 80! I'm on. Double tight. Hey!
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Break. Check. 59. Be a long day for you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Following the fumble recovery, Allen over the middle, complete. It's Peters. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. On the draw, here's Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a carry for Sanders. Oh, he sheds himself free. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll run with Coleman on first down. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
52's the mic. Bring it up there, right? 52's the mic. 6-yard pickup. Brings up 7-4.
On play action, Allen. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Do it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 2nd and 1. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This quarterback now just 1 misfire so far after that last completion. 15 of 16. It's first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
90 Wolf. 53 's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Allen, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
2nd and 14. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Where's the 52? 52's the mic. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our round. We go.
Allen now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peters. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Allen. Throw left side complete. It's Peters. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. It's caught by Sanders. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, first and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Back to throw now on second and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go, set, 60 Pittsburgh. Squeeze, double.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. The Cardinals add on to their lead. They just scored. Kyler Murray, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he loses the football a second time. And the Eagles have recovered.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. On first down, Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. On the stop, Breeland speaks. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28.
Let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. He's back to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Clock's under. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop. And they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point. You're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, this from 53. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
They can't hang with that. Now.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Vikings, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6.